Hi guys, this is a video to show you how to do EDOT. It's a review from what we did last Thursday. Specifically, this is ionic EDOTs. We know it's ionic because we have a metal bonded to a non-metal. You would look on your periodic table in order to find out who is a metal and who is a non-metal. So which element makes more pairs? So we're going to look at these two on the periodic table, and we see that calcium is in column 2A. Column 2A would then make two single dots. Okay? Fluorine is in column 7A, so fluorine would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to use X's because I want to be able to distinguish between calcium and fluorine's dots or electrons. Now I need to make pairs, that's making a bond, and I need to make sure that all the singles are made into pairs. Okay, so all bonds have been made. I'm going to first try one of each element. Okay, so we're going to look at which one makes more pairs. It's calcium. The second thing we're going to do is try one of each. So here's calcium with its two E dots, and then fluorine. And notice that I can put my dots on any side that can fit my purpose. So for example, fluorine had one dot at the top, now I have it on the side. So I can put that dot, that single, anywhere I want it to go. All right. Metals will give up their electrons to non-metals. So because it's ionic, I'm going to use an arrow to show electron transfer. And TXFR is the shorthand for transfer. Now, I don't have all of my singles bonded, so this is not a complete E dot. So I'm going to come over here, and I can tell that I'm going to need one more fluorine because I just have one single. And so I'm going to put calcium in the middle of my box, and I'm going to put my dots over on each side because, again, I can decide where the dots go. This is more convenient. So I'm going to have a fluorine on each side. Fluorine has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dots. This fluorine also has 7 dots, and I'm going to use a different symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to put it here, so 5, 6, 7. My metal is going to give up electrons to my non-metal, so I have 2 arrows. So do I have any singles left? I do not. So I know my chemical formula. The metal goes first, so I'm going to have calcium and 2 fluorines. So if you are not given the formula, this is how you find the find the formula based on our E dot structures. All right, I'm going to do this again with nitrogen and lithium. Nitrogen is a non-metal. I know this because I looked on the periodic table. Lithium is a metal. Just to review, it's the stair step that separates those, so most of the periodic table is metals. Since I have a metal and a non-metal, this is an ionic compound, so I'm going to label it with an I. First, I want to find out who makes more pairs. I'm going to look on my periodic table. I see that nitrogen has 5 valence electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, that's because it's in column 5A. Lithium is in column 1A. And so it only has 1 valence electron. Again, notice I'm not using a dot because here I have a dot for the small I, and that just gets confusing. So again, you can use any symbol that you can, any reasonable symbol that you can think of. I'm going to try one of each element. So I'm going to write nitrogen down first because it makes more bonds. Again, more bonds because it has more singles. And here's my lithium. And remember, I can put my E dot on any side that I want. So I'm going to put it on the side that's between the two letters. And metals give their electrons to nonmetals. This this formula is not finished because we have singles that are not paired. Okay, so not paired means you're not done. I'm going to want 2 more lithiums. I know they have to be lithiums because that's all they gave me to work with in the problem. And I'm going to put nitrogen in the center and a little raised up because I'm going to have to put lithiums on 3 sides. All right, so first lithium. I'm going to need another lithium. And my last lithium. Okay, and metals donate to nonmetals. Okay. So our formula, we have to have our cation or our metal first. So lithium, 3, and only 1 nitrogen. So 3 lithiums, 1, 2, 3, 1 nitrogen. So Li3N. So that is finding a formula using E dot. Now you can use your canceling of charges just to check yourself, make sure you have the right numbers of each. I'm going to do the 2 others, but I'm going to stop this video right here.